let me show you how to do the #1 greatest camo grinding strategy that Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies has ever seen. Now, right off the bat, I know a lot of you might already know about this, but recently Call of Duty actually removed this from their game, and then in a wild move that I don't think anybody expected, they actually put it back. So, for this method to work, you will need to make sure that you equip a Molotov, or I guess you could craft one while you're in the game. However, you will then need to equip the Picky Eater augment to your Vulture Aid perk, and then I highly recommend using Aether Shroud for this, which I will explain more about that in a second. However, after you got all that ready, you want to then just go ahead and load into a game of Citadel. Now, once you get in, the first thing that you want to do, of course, is to open up Pack-a-Punch, and then once you do, your next thing is to then upgrade whatever weapon you're working on for camos as much as you can. However, next what you want to do is grab as many perks as you can, but the most important ones are going to be, of course, Vulture Aid, so that you can keep up on your Molotovs, and then you're really going to want to make sure that you have Juggernog, so that way even if you do get touched by zombies or you accidentally step into the fire, you won't get downed right away. However, once you are ready, you want to head to the front of the castle, and this time you can either go left or right, it doesn't really matter. However, for the right side path, you want to hit the oil trap, and then you want to turn around and put your back to the ledge and then mantle up on it. At this point, you should have the oil dropping in front of you, and what you now want to do is throw a Molotov down on the ground, and it's just going to sit there and light them all on fire. Now, you can literally just stand here as long as this fire is here, and they won't be able to touch you. But the kicker here is that you need to make sure that you have out whatever you're working on for camos in your hands. Now, the reason for this is going to take the damage from whatever you have in your hands, and it's going to then apply this to the oil trap's damage. So just stand up on the ledge while the fire is doing its job down here. And technically, I do like this side better because you can actually walk up and down this ledge and pick up things on the ground if you need to. However, once the fire fully runs out, this is when you want to then use your Aether Shroud. Now, at this point, just walk around and grab everything on the ground, all the scrap, and definitely all the Molotovs. And then what you want to do is just go over to the other side, to the other trap. So for the left side trap, of course, is basically the same thing. You just want to activate the oil trap on the wall, but for this one, you want to stand to the right side in this little corner here. Now, you do have a lot less wiggle room on this side, as you literally can't move at all. Otherwise, you might step into the fire, and this fire hurts a lot. So what you want to do for this one is just stand here, and then as soon as the flames go away, the same as before, just use your Aether Shroud and then pick everything up and run to the other side. Now, the strategy is basically just doing this between these two traps back and forth over and over again. And yes, you can use this strategy to get any camo that you need all the way up until Nebula. However, there's some things that I want you guys to keep in mind while you guys are doing this. One is that when the knighted zombies start to spawn in, you're going to want to make sure that you take them out one at a time and then go and take their stamps to the sword room and unlock all 4 of them swords. You don't need to really grab any of them. You just want to unlock them. That way it stops spawning in the knighted zombies. The reason for this is because the knighted zombies have a lot more health and they can actually walk through the fire and get to you. Now, the other thing that you want to keep in mind, of course, is possibly the most important thing, and that's that as you are doing this and pushing more and more rounds, you're going to also want to make sure that you keep upgrading whatever you're working on for camo so that the damage keeps going up and matching whatever round you're on. However, that is going to be all on this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please let me know with a like, comment, and a share. Then please don't forget to drop me a follow on not just this platform, but all your favorite platforms as well. And of course, for anybody that might want to recap, well,